Good morning, everyone. Friday morning here. I have coated the SQ7's interior, and I still need to do some final wipe downs and such for the outside, and then we will be getting it coated here. I'll be getting started on it in the next hour or so. So I wanted to get on here and talk about who we are as business owners and what we really provide, because a lot of people think that we provide detailing. Now, if you are an employee of a detailing business, yes, you provide detailing. But if you are a detailing business owner, what you're really selling and what you're really achieving is customer satisfaction. Hey, good morning. Now, we use detail to achieve that. But the point of what I'm wanting to share this morning is that it's not important that you're satisfied all the time. It is important that the customer, or the client in our case, is satisfied all the time. And now I'm going to hedge this off by saying there are some people you don't even want to be bringing to your circle because they can't be satisfied. There are people out there that no matter what you do, how well you do it, they're never going to be happy because of the price, because they are just a impossible to please person. And it's better to not even bring those people into your fold to where you're trying to do this whole uphill battle thing of making an impossible person to please happy. Good morning. Throw it out there. I'll see if I can address it in the video or not. Our overall purpose as business owners is to make the people that are paying our bills happy, and to make sure that they are receiving exemplary service. Now, this goes against a lot of detailing thinking, because a lot of detailers, they think it's all about perfect paint, flawless interiors, not a spot on it, stuff like that. That's okay if that's the client's expectation. If someone comes to me and says, I want perfect paint, okay, I'll get it as perfect as possible. But the invoice is going to reflect that. I can do that. Hey, good morning. But if they come to me and they say, I want my car to look better and I want a ceramic coating, why would I, and they're aware that, one-step correction is going to make a massive improvement, but it's not going to make the paint perfect. Why would I go to the extent of losing all my profit to make the paint perfect when the customer doesn't care about perfect paint? They want the car to look better and they want the protection on it. It's kind of like whenever I had my hot water heater replaced here a couple months back. That'd almost be like them saying, okay, you need a new hot water heater. It's $1,200, whatever. We can put that in for you today. Okay, put in the hot water heater. And then them coming back to me after the hot water heater's in and said, we replaced all your piping under the house while we were at it. What? Why? How much did that cost? Oh no, we did it for free because we didn't like the look of that old piping. So we just replaced it all for you to be your pal. Could you ever imagine a company doing something like that? When we put the new hot water heater in, there was a pipe that had joined from the ground and it was corroded, so we went ahead and replaced that for you. It was no big deal, it was just one little pipe and we were down there working anyway. But we replaced every pipe in the house just to make you happy, and because we couldn't stand it. This is what detailers do all the time. Because I can't stand for there to be a swirl somewhere on this car that gets daily driven. Shopcat's getting all mad because I'm getting mad. Hello, say hello to Shopcat. Because I can't stand for there to be a swirl on this car that no one gives a rip about besides you, the detailer. No one cares about, okay? They're going to look at that car and go, oh man, that looks great. I had a lady yesterday, okay? Great example of this. I did an enhancement polish on her 2014 Dodge Charger that had been through the Swirl-O-Matic hundreds of times, okay? The paint was trashed. And I did, all she wanted was a light polish to clean it up and make it glossy, and she wanted an entry-level coating, okay? Entry-level. Just some protection for a year or two. She's probably gonna buy a new car eventually and trade that one off. I polished this thing up and it looked a million times better. I mean, it was just incredible. It was glossy, it was shiny, but there were swirls all over this thing. She did not want to pay to have that removed, okay? And my detailer self looked at that paint and thought, ugh, this is an issue. She walked in the door, oh my God, it looks amazing. She couldn't believe how great it looked. But I could have wasted endless hours chasing every stinking swirl mark in that paint, and she wouldn't have even noticed the difference, and she didn't want to pay for the difference. Now, don't get me wrong here. You always have to operate with integrity, honesty, and truth. So if they're paying for a two-step correction, you give them a two-step. If they're paying for flawless paint or as close to flawless as possible without, digging too deep into the clear coat, you give them as flawless paint as possible. If they're paying for a one-step correction, you give them a one-step. You never do anything less than what they're paying for, but the other side of it is stop doing 10 times more than what they're paying for, because they're probably not going to notice anyway. They're probably not going to care. And unless you massively failed in setting the expectations in the service that they were purchasing, they're going to be happy with what you did for that vehicle. It's the reality of it. Most people, 99.9% of people out there, do not care about perfect paint. They don't. Detailers and some really crazy OCD people out there are the only ones that care about perfect paint. Provide it for them if they want it, but you are in the business of customer or client satisfaction. You are not in the business, unless you're a concourse, Jason Kilmer showroom detailer, you are not in the business of perfect paint. I'm in the business of making my clients happy and going above and beyond what they need and expect, a little bit above and beyond, but I'm not going to go broke trying to satisfy my own ego, and you shouldn't either. I'm going to get off of here. I've got to panel wipe this thing and get started on the outside. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you by then.